everybody, welcome back to Epic Beauty Fail. I'm Jessica, and on today's video we're going to be doing another Foundation Friday video, and today I'm going to be using the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. I do have it in the shade Linen. I'm also going to read to you from the website. Before we do, if you were not aware, I do have my own online clothing boutique. It is nimnies.com. Link is in the description bar down below if you're curious. If not, that's okay too. Also, if you like this video while you're watching, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you are not already, I would appreciate any subscription if you are willing to subscribe. I also have my 1,000 subscriber giveaway open at the moment. I think it closes in just a couple more days. So if you're interested in seeing that, go check that out on my channel as well. And if you have any comments while you're watching, put that in the comment section down below. So this is the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. Like I said, it's in the shade Linen. I picked this up recently from somewhere. I don't know. It was either Sephora or Ulta during a sale of some sort. I do try to pick up my foundations when they're on sale, whether it be a 20% off at Sephora, 20% off coupon at Ulta, or any of the other sales that I might come across, because I do Foundation Fridays every single Friday. So it is very, very rare that I go through an entire foundation. So I try to save a little bit of money wherever I can. So this is a little bit of an older foundation. I've never tried it. When I did a Google search to bring up the Becca website to read the details to you, I was seeing videos as far back as like 2018. So I know it's a little bit of an older foundation. It is brand new to me, however. So the details on this, it is $44. I don't think I mentioned that. It's $44 for 1.0 fluid ounces. So the details. It says it's a lightweight, full coverage foundation with 24-hour wear. I'm not going to be wearing this for 24 hours. I'm going to wear it for 8 hours. So that's where I usually do for my foundation reviews. A balance of water and concentrated pigments gives skin a flexible, natural finish that is water and transfer resistant. Camouflage acne, redness, hyperpigmentation, and discoloration with breathable coverage that won't clog pores. It's non-acnogenic, which I've never heard that word before, but okay, and dermatologically tested for all skin tones and skin types. Available in 42 shades with an equal balance of undertones. 96% of consumers found their foundation match. Get lightweight, full coverage wear that stays flawless every day. It says it's expertly developed with a balanced range of warm, cool, and neutral undertones. Our evenly balanced shade range covers the lightest to the deepest skin tones. So it walks you through how you should pick your shade. So I have very fair beige with neutral undertones, Linen 1 and 1. I think that this should work if you're looking at my neck. Foundation shades, they're always different. Okay, before turning on the camera, I did spray my face down with the Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. I'm also using my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer Foundation on my face. I'm going to be putting this on with a brush. This is the It Cosmetics Love It Foundation brush on the right side of my face, and my Real Techniques sponge on my left side of my face. So let's go ahead and get started. So all right, let's see how this goes. I'm getting like nothing out when I'm using the squirter. The squirter. English language, it's tough sometimes. Okay. Apparently, if you hold it up like at this angle, it won't work. So if you hold it straight across, it will apparently work. All right, there we go. I don't know how many pumps that is because it just wasn't coming out, so I have a whole lot on the back of my hand. So I'm going to go in with my brush, and it's probably too much. If this is actually like as fully pigmented as it says it is, I probably have too much. So just that little bit, I'm pretty much done with a quarter of my face. So I probably have too much. All right, I'm going to put this on. I'll be right back. All right, I think that the shade is actually really good. I do have foundation left on my hand, so let's get rid of that first. Otherwise, I will wear it everywhere. So I prefer to keep my foundation on my face. So let's get that extra off. It is definitely pigmented. Right now, looking in the mirror, I almost feel like I'm wearing a mask, but I think that that will as it kind of sets into the skin, I think it will be okay. Sorry if you hear my son yelling. Hold on one second. I'll explain in a second. So I went ahead and shut my door. My son, he's 20, likes UFC, and last night was a UFC fight night, and he didn't stay up and watch the entire set, so he's watching it now. So that's why he's yelling. He's yelling about some fighter doing something that he didn't like. So, all right. So far, I'm liking the way this is looking on my skin, to be honest, except that, like I said, it looks kind of like a mask, mainly around my hairline. I've tried to pull it up into my hairline because it is a little bit, well, my skin has a natural redness to it. Although I prefer like neutral undertones because my neck I feel is neutral undertoned. My hairline, my scalp definitely has a pink tone to it. So, all right. Time is now 9:47. We're going to call 10 o'clock the check-in time. So I'm going to go ahead and wear this, and I will check in at 2 o'clock and then again at 6 o'clock today. But we're going to call 10 o'clock the check-in time. I'm going to go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup, and I'll be back in just a moment. All right, you guys, I am back. It is 10:10. Like I said, 10 o'clock check-in time. All right, on my face, I have the powders I normally use, the Physicians Formula. This is the mineral correcting powder. This is the mineral face powder. Just dip into both. I've got a freckle coming through. That's interesting. All right, on my under eyes, I'm using the, what is this? Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser on my under eyes only. I'm going with the Becca theme today. I got my Becca bronzer in Bali Sands as my bronzer, just on my cheeks. I didn't use it anywhere else today. I've got my Becca blush in Flower Child. That as my blush. And then a Becca highlighter in Pearl Flashes Gold. This is the Light Chaser highlighter in Pearl Flashes Gold is my highlighter today. All right, and then I sprayed my face down with the Smashbox Photo Finish Centering Citrus Primer Water. Sorry, my hair kind of does its own thing. I'm using the Brow Contour Pro from Benefit in my brows, the MAC Painterly Paint Pot as an eye primer. I'm using the Becca Volcano Goddess eyeshadow palette. I put Cloud all over the lid, Volcanic Sand in the crease, Granite in the outer V and on my lower lash line, and then I have Haze just all over the lid as well. Just a very simple look. I'm literally just kind of spending the day hanging out, so I didn't want to go for anything like super dramatic or interesting because yeah. And then on my lips, I have the Becca lipstick in Ultimate Lipstick Love in the shade Sugar. That is the shade right there. And my mascara is the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions. And that is everything. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you in and we can talk about the foundation. Okay, so I'm not sure if this camera's gonna pick it up, but I'm not liking this. Not liking it at all. I think from arm's length, I think from farther away, it looks actually really, really pretty. It's not sitting too deeply in my line. It's not like accentuating like the lines around my eyes, but around my mouth and on my chin, it looks terrible. Like, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but just sitting here, right in here, my upper lip is just like all cracked up. And I have been having some issues recently with dry skin. Gonna right away tell you that. I've been having some issues with dry skin. I'm getting older and I've never had those issues before, so they are kind of newer to me, especially come June. I'm normally more into an oily phase than a dry phase, but I have been having issues with dry skin recently. I haven't really changed anything in my routine, just that my skin has been drier. But all around my lips area, my chin area, it is just cracked up. It's like creases I didn't know exist now exist all of a sudden with this foundation. Like there is one spot here, which again, I don't believe this camera will pick it up because I'm not close enough, that there's like a sideways line on my lip here, right in there. I'm not loving it. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go about my day. I will check in with you all at 2 o'clock and then again at 6 o'clock. We will talk about how well this lasts and how well it looks. Stay tuned for my 2 o'clock check-in. We'll focus a lot around my mouth to see how it looks after wearing it for 4 hours. We'll see how it looks. But that's where I'm at about 20 minutes after putting it on. Not loving it. Like I said, from arm's length, I think it looks beautiful. Like where you guys are, it might look really nice. Except that my husband brought up one of my videos, my foundation reviews, actually on our TV we just got at Christmas time, which is like super high def and everything. I was like, don't ever put me on this television again, because you could see every single wrinkle on my face. So if you're watching this on your high def TV, I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to go about my day, and I will see you guys at 2 o'clock. All right, you guys, it is time for my midday check-in. Let me show you my time here. I'm a little late. It is 2:26, so I'm a little bit late. I'm in the natural sunlight out here. It's kind of sunny. I'm going to show you my face, and then I'm going to step back into the shadows a little bit just so that I can see my face a little bit better, so that I can tell you what I'm thinking about it. All right, so I did look at the mirror before I turned on the camera. So let me get into the shadows a little bit here so that I can see better. But let me show you what I'm talking about around my mouth, because it is really, really bothering me. So right in here, just sitting still, you can see how many lines are showing up around my mouth, my chin. But specifically on this side of my face, I'm really, really not liking it. It's just really, really broken up. Now I will say this though, like on my cheeks where my skin's not as bad, I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks okay on my nose, but like my pores though, like can you see how big my pores are looking? It's really bad. Even my forehead, like there's a couple of lines on my forehead that are really popping out, which I don't like at all. So overall, there's my son. Overall, I'm not loving this right now, and I'm gonna wear it for another 4 hours. I don't feel like it feels oily or anything, so like oil wise it's not bad. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin, but it just doesn't look good, like all around my mouth. It just doesn't look good. Like at arm's length it looks okay, of course, but the closer you get, the less the worse it looks. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be spending the next several hours probably editing video. So I will see you guys later on tonight. All right, y'all, I am back. It is 6:06, I think. Yep, 6:06. So I've had this on for, and my camera turned on for some reason. Anyway, I've had it on for 8 hours and I'm ready to get it off. I'm ready to get it off. So let's talk about it. I have been looking down in my mirror here just for a couple of minutes before turning the camera on. And apparently I must have brushed my nose in some way, shape, or form, because there's a spot on the tip of my nose right there that is like wiping off. So I don't know if I just like, yeah, see, I literally just like brushed it and it's on my finger. So I know that this said it was transfer resistant, but apparently not after 8 hours. But this is supposed to be 24 hours. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with this foundation, to be honest with you. I hate the way it looks around my mouth. I hope that the camera picked it up. I think it did. But I hope that the camera picked it up at the midday check-in around my mouth and how cracked and creased it is. Yeah, I think it did, but I don't like it around my mouth. And it's just literally brushing off of my nose. And yeah, overall, I'm going to contradict myself now. I think at a distance, it looks nice. I think on my cheeks, it looks nice. I think it might look nice if you have younger skin with fewer issues than I have. I have a lot of acne scarring on my face. My skin, like I said, is kind of on the dry side. Of course, my nose is oily right now, though, so combination skin, I guess. I don't know. My skin changes from day to day, I swear. But Um, yeah. I think it looks okay on my cheeks. My forehead, it's kind of creased in certain areas that I'm not loving. Overall, I'm not loving this. I would not recommend it if you have any sort of issues with lines on your face. I mean, it just cracks up. I don't know. But I'm not a huge fan of full coverage foundations. So if you've watched my channel for a while, or if you watch several of my foundation reviews, you'll probably get a feel for anything that's a lighter coverage is something that I'm going to lean towards and like better. And I think that's just because of the age of my skin. I'm 41 years old, so I definitely have more lines. My skin is not as, supple as someone who's 21, So there's that. Not my favorite foundation. Yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. The Becca, what is this called? Ultimate Coverage. Ultimate Coverage 24-hour foundation. I've only had it on for 8 hours. It's already wiping off my nose if I touch it. So not living up to what it says it's going to live up to. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, a thumbs up is always appreciated. If you dislike the video, you can hit dislike as well. If you have not already and would like to be, subscription is always appreciated. It doesn't cost you a thing. Just hit that little red button. And if you have any comments, leave those in the comment section down below. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's Foundation Friday over 40. I hope to see you on the next Epic Beauty Fail. Bye.